Hey, horror fans. Finally got a haircut. Let's finally fucking wrap up this Halloween series. Halloween 8. Technically 7, but either way, Halloween Resurrection. 2002. This is another one I don't like. I will say, I guess I do got to give it props for originality, because it is the 8th film. Again, technically the 7th in the series. What more can you do? And it is not just Michael Myers going around killing teenagers. They do have an idea. This sort of reality web series. But everything everything from the title to this cover just fucking... Because first of all, Resurrection is without a doubt the most overused, cliched subtitle for a horror sequel ever. I mean, just go type in horror movie sequels called Resurrection, see how many you come up with. 2, Jamie Lee Curtis is on the cover. 1 with short hair, which she doesn't have in the film. But mostly, why is she on the cover when she's only in the first barely 10 minutes? And not only that, the first 10 minutes of this really fucks up everything about H2O. Now again, I have already reviewed H2O, so go check that out. It's not really a rant, but this one will be. Okay. In my review for H2O, I said I always disliked it. I always dismissed it as just another fucking Halloween sequel. Then I rewatched it because I didn't remember much. And I thought, you know what? This movie's not perfect, but it's a pretty damn decent sequel, especially compared to what we had. I mean, it retcons 4, 5, and 6 out of continuity. So that's already a plus. And you have Jamie Lee is back, which is great. And all the homages to Psycho. Yeah. I'm going on and on about H2O because I don't like this movie. You have Jamie Lee's arc where she's been running for 20 years. Michael finally comes after her. She runs for a bit, and then she finally says no. She fights back. She hunts down Michael, and she kills him. Kills him in the way no one else has. She chops his fucking head off. And even in that review, I said, I feel like this movie was kind of planned, because you could see Michael kind of going like this with his mask. And in this, you know why. So, they must have had it planned, or they must have wanted something to do if H2O sold well, which it did. So, no. You could have had, she fought back, she killed him, he's done, full circle, there. No. This movie opens up, Jamie Lee, who's now going by her born name, Laurie Strode again. She's in a mental hospital. Has been catatonic for 3 years because the man she killed was an EMT. The EMT that was supposed to bag up Michael grabbed him, crushed his larynx so he couldn't speak. I guess forced him to change clothes and threw the mask on him. And yeah, conveniently, that's how everything went. So that's why, he's like, oh, fuck, there's a mask on me, but I can't speak. Then she cuts his head off. So then when they take the mask off, I was like, oh, it's someone else. So it kind of fucked her up. And so So yeah, we get that whole exposition. The whole 10 minutes is exposition for the whole fucking series. Because we get that, and then there's this one guy that keeps walking around. He has a clown mask. I guess he's obsessed with serial killers. Can't give him shit because so am I. He was wearing a clown mask and like, oh, who are you supposed to be today? And he's like, John Wayne Gacy, born March 17th, 1942, killed 32 boys, but he killed 33. They walk him back to his room, and then you see him again. He's like, Ted Bundy. It goes off on and on and on. Laurie's fine. She's just, I guess, pretending. It shows that she stores all her pills in like a Raggedy Ann doll. Michael comes after her. She makes it up to the roof. And some sort of crane or something is up on the roof with an electrical system that apparently she can get to. And why is it, no matter what movie it is, everyone knows, one, how to rig up this booby trap with the loop in the rope, someone steps in it, and then upside down. Better yet, how does someone always fall for it? But Michael does. Laurie has another good speech, like she did at the end of H2O, about how, I'm not afraid of you. Are you afraid of me? Are you afraid to die? And she goes to cut the rope so he can fall to his death, and then he grabs his mask again. Has her second guessing. And like an idiot, she goes to take the mask off. She even says out loud, I have to be sure, to let us know that's what she's doing. And of course he grabs her. The rope was already cut a little bit. Snaps, so fall. He's hanging on. She's holding on to him, but he stabbed her. She pulls herself up, kisses him, and says, I'll see you when hell falls. And then he gives the knife to the obsessed dude, who then goes on to give the whole history of Michael Myers, like he did with the other killers. Like, Michael Myers, born 1957, killed his sister October 31st, 1963. Killed three. Pretty much sums up Halloween 1, 2, and H2O, which further says 4, 5, and 6 doesn't count, which, okay, I'll give it props for that. And the rest, that's the opening, and the rest of this movie is this Dangertainment, which is headed by Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks. Yeah, if LL Cool J wasn't enough in H2O, which I don't know, I guess I never understood the reason for putting like pop stars in horror films. I don't know. I mean, it's not that LL Cool J or Busta Rhymes or Tyra Banks. I know she's not a pop star; she's a model, but huge pop star, huge model at the time. Yeah, just put him in there to get the kids excited. It's not that they did a bad job with their roles. It's just they're there for comic relief, and I would say LL Cool J's comic relief worked more in H2O because it's real. It's silly to. Let me try that again. His comic relief wasn't related to the horror. Would you have Busta Rhymes doing kung fu or karate or whatever with the hoi-ya-hoi? Fighting Michael Myers like that, it's fucking silly. But yeah, they take these college students and they do like this, stay the night in this place of a known killer, see if you can find clues as to why they're fucked up. I don't know if they've had other episodes and this is just the next one, but so they get this girl, don't know what else she's in, this guy, don't know what else he's in. One of the guys from American Pie and this fucking generic store brand Brittany Murphy. And that's an insult to Brittany Murphy. She was actually a good actress. No, this girl's just over the top. She is like... Take Brittany Murphy, make her annoying, in like a Kate McKinnon type way. Because she is just loud noises and weird faces. That's all she does in this movie. She'll say something and she'll just be like... She's all like... So we're gonna... All she fucking does. And so... They're in the house and... I know Wrong Turn 2 came after this, but I think Wrong Turn 2 handled this better because it's a better movie. But yeah, they all have headsets with cameras. And then, of course, you know, the crew, they don't know what's going on. The only difference is Wrong Turn 2, they were making the show. This is all live. And so the lead girl, she has like a internet boyfriend, I guess, somewhere else. He's supposed to be at this party with it. I don't know how I remember this. I think the kid was in the Mermaid movie on the Disney Channel. I could be wrong. But his friend is just a bad actor. He's one of those like young actors who's always just like, dude, like you want to go? Like, they go to this Halloween party dressed like Jules and Vincent from Pulp Fiction, so that's cool. And as the film goes on, more and more kids from the party are coming into the computer room to watch this. Actually, one kid with the red suit, who I'm guessing is supposed to be like Barry Manilow or something. He's the stoner from Freddy vs. Jason. And, you know, oh, there's also two more people. You have, like, this punk-looking dude, and then this, like, liberal arts chick. And it's kind of slow. One of them gets stabbed in the head. One... Which also... you find out that Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks are, like, planting shit around the house. Like, a high chair with straps, or fucked up toys, or, like, coloring books that looks like a psycho kid doodled in it. They planted it all. I guess there's like this door down in the cellar that has this weird ass key that goes down into like a dungeon that they made look like a sex dungeon. Even if they planted stuff down there, why would the Myers family have that in their house? And on Halloween 25 Years of Terror, the American Pie guy said he's been asked by people because he's trying to get the annoying, not Brittany Murphy chick to... He's trying to get her to flash him by telling her that, you know, oh, get her hits on the internet. And as she slowly lifted up her shirt, it shows Michael kind of, watching from around the corner, and he said people wonder if he was like sexually oppressed. It's like, dude, it's Michael fucking Myers. He's just, well, brings me to my next point. The other prop I can give this movie, excuse me. The only other prop I can give this movie is, even though Laurie dies in a shitty way in the beginning of the film, when she had such a great arc in the last film. And don't get me wrong, H2O is not a perfect film. It's a very flawed film, but comparatively speaking. Since she is now dead, this is the first movie since the original where Michael Myers truly is the Shape. There's no family, no sibling, no niece, no nephew, no fucking dog, no whatever. No bloodline to sever. It's just senseless, evil murder. He's finally the Shape again. Which I guess that's more full circle than anything, because this is the last film of the series. Until we get to the remake and the sequel. And even then, the one that came out last year, which I still haven't seen. Not really going out of my way to get it, but that retcons everything all the way back to the original. So it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, then you get like a Busta Rhymes trying to, like, there's this one scene where he dresses up like Michael to scare the kids, and Michael's there with him, but he thinks he's another crew member. So Busta Rhymes is just berating and giving him shit. He's like, "The fuck you doing? Do you not get it? Hello?" And he's like tapping him on the forehead. He's like, "Anybody home? Fuck out of here." And Michael goes. I mean, it is kind of funny once in a while to see Michael react to something, but I don't know. And this was directed by Rick Rosenthal, who directed Halloween 2. I mean, is Resurrection as bad as 5 or 6? No. I will say it's a decent looking film, the same way H2O is. You can see that the budget got better. Because, a Dimension, H2O was the first one, I think, to be released by Dimension. If not, it was Curse, but either way. And I do have to commend him for trying something different. Okay, it's like this reality show on the internet. Because I know in the 90s, there was a lot of Halloween fan pages and blogs. And I think the producers were actually leaving it up to the fans to decide the plot to the next film. And I know there's a lot of ideas that were circulating. And again, this is from the 25 Years of Terror documentary. And eventually they just decided, well, since we're looking to the internet, why don't we just make it the internet? So it's not a bad idea. It just sucks that the intro really had to undo what could have been a good ending to the whole series in H2O. And you just get like annoying characters. I mean, I guess the lead girl was the only one you could really root for. The other black guy, I'm not sure which one he is, but either way, this guy, he's also like the black comic relief stereotype, but not in the same way Busta Rhymes is. Like, he's obsessed with culinary, so they're all looking at all this fucked up shit in the Myers house, but he's talking about the kitchen. So, okay. Evil finds its way home. Yeah. He's been home in every movie except H2O. So yeah, I hate the beginning just because it undoes H2O. But I have to commend it because they finally cut the family shit out of it. Which is ironic because the last one Rick Rosenthal did started the family shit. It still is a bad movie, and it's not that great at all, or even that entertaining. It is kind of boring. Because even the kills, there's not a lot of kills, and they're not necessarily bloody or gory, or... I mean, the only thing we haven't seen before was a guy gets a tripod through his stomach. But yeah, Resurrection... Funny it's called Resurrection because it's the last fucking one of the series. And yeah, they really had nowhere to go after this. Resurrection for a dead fucking series. So that's the original series, so stay tuned next when I have to do the fucking Rob Zombie films. So anyway, stay tuned for those. Thank you for watching.